We're going to begin with this. The news is not good from the Midwest, where parts of the Midwest are crippled by days of historic flooding, and they are bracing for even more rain, and that's the last thing they need. At least 15 states are under flood watches and warnings this morning. 3 deaths are blamed on the flooding. Thousands of acres of farmland are underwater. Countless livestock are dead. Estimates of the damage to the public infrastructure, homes, and businesses soared to more than, listen to this number, $524 million, and that's just in the state of Nebraska.
Vice President Mike Pence surveyed flooded areas around Omaha yesterday. 84 cities in the state issued emergency declarations. Pence promised quick action on aid. Don Dahler spoke with farmers who have been hit hard by the disaster, and he's in Waterloo, Nebraska. Don, good morning.
Good morning. Let me show you the real power of this flood. This bridge, as you can see from above, is completely wiped out. It's one of a dozen across the state that have met such fate. Hundreds of miles of roads and highways are impassable. As you said, the impact on the state's infrastructure is estimated at $500 million. But you know what? There's also an impact on lives and livelihood. Farmers have lost thousands of their animals, and there is a real concern now that they might not be able to get back into the fields in time for their spring plantings.
What did you expect to see when you got back here after the floods receded?
Honestly, I didn't expect to see nothing alive.
7 feet of water covered Doug and Eric Albert's 9-acre Fremont, Nebraska farm in just minutes.
When we came in with the boat, and it was still 5 foot deep.
The father and son returned to find a business they've worked to build for 3 years nearly destroyed.
How many hogs did you have before the flooding came?
We probably lost right at 700 head.
How many do you think you've been able to save?
14.
14 out of 700.
The historic flooding is creating similar scenes of devastation across the region. Just a few miles north of the Alberts farm, Tom Geisler and his son Joey say it will be months before their 200-acre farm will be cleaned up and operating.
I mean, is there a chance that you're not going to get the crops in time, or you think you're going to be able to?
Oh, it'll be delayed. There's no doubt about that.
Estimated losses for farms and ranches could reach $1 billion, a hard blow for a group already struggling with falling incomes, rising bankruptcies, and the impact of trade wars. Director of Agriculture in Nebraska, Steve Wellman, says the extensive damage to roads and bridges will affect consumers across the country.
30% of our products from Nebraska are exported each year. You're looking at a delay, if nothing else, of getting product from Nebraska to the consumers.
Back on the Albert farm, insurance will cover some, but not all, of the costs. They hope to be able to sell pigs again by next year.
If you know most people around here, you're going to pick up, you're going to start all over and go from there.
Livestock feed is being trucked in from other states because a lot of the feed here is waterlogged and farmers are desperate to feed their animals. It is expected to warm up, but that's not necessarily good news because that means more snow melt and more flooding. Bianna.
Don, it's clear it's going to be a long recovery for these hard-working farmers. Can't get over those images, Don. Thank you.